Hello to you once again. As you can see from the title, Paul Morphy has an interest in this problem in the sense that G7 down here will feature in the solution to this. However, this is a little bit different because I have interpolated my own ideas in the sense that although the Morphy problem is invariably restricted to the king side, we have some queen side activity here. So we have the best of both, I think you could say. And I'd put this as a very interesting problem. Before we look at what is white's key move, what is black threatening here? Just look long and hard at that position. Well, the first thing that he's threatening is to put his queen there. And what do we see as the result of that? We see checkmate. So that's no good. But what else is black threatening? Continue to look. Well, he's threatening to whip this pawn off here, and looking at that position, because black's other rook is pinning white's h-pawn, that is also checkmate. So he has a double threat. So we need to find a move that will stop both of those. Now, would it do any good taking this pawn here? Well, no it wouldn't, because he would still have either that, checkmate, or this, checkmate, for exactly the same reasons as before. And also, taking the h-pawn would result in exactly the same problem. So none of that works. What about advancing this pawn with check? Would that do any good? Not really, because he'd just take it. What happens then? How can he proceed in this position? Don't forget, black is renewing now his threat of checkmating on those very squares. The only move that he could try is this. Now, what good does this do? Well, what good it does is it pins the queen, so he can't play queen e3 mate. Also, the rook is pinned, so he can't play rook g3. And of course, we are threatening rook takes e8 mate. He could take here, but the king would simply take back. But if you look at that, what does white have in that position? All that he can do at best is to take the rook, and the king moves to g8, and it's an easy win for black. So to put all of this back, what is the key move here? That is the starting position. What is the key move? I gave you a clue in that last variation, if you think about it. Just take a look at it. And it's happening on the queen side, right down there. Go on, tell me what the key move is. Well, congratulations. It is rook b8 on the first move. What is the point of this? Well, for starters, he can't take that rook because it's a discovered check. There's the difference. That's the beauty of playing rook b8 on the first move. So what does he have in his defense to this? Well, if he plays rook g7, then we take advantage of his rook being pinned with the bishop, and that is checkmate. So that's no good. Continue looking at that. What about if he plays f6? What do we do then? Well, all that we need to do is to take the pawn, check, and all that he'd have is to go down the same route as a moment ago, and that is similarly checkmate. So none of that is of a jot of difference to the position. He is going to end up checkmated. So how else does he cover this? Well, the only way that he can deal with it really is by playing his queen to here. But he can extend it. I did say it's a checkmate in 4 moves. So let's extend it. He plays here. So we take the rook with check. And yes, he plays here. So what do we do now in that position? How do we get him? Can you see? Well, where g7 before didn't work, now Mr. Morphy comes into operation. We put him in check. Do you notice here, he can't take the pawn with his rook because it's pinned. So what does he have? Well, he takes the pawn like this and puts white in check. But only for a moment, because the answer? Yes. Bishop g7, the rook still being pinned, as can be seen. That is checkmate. That is a nice problem, a nice turn on Mr. Morphy, and I trust that you enjoyed it. Very instructive, is it not? And goodbye for now.